Click live real quick and start recording. Interesting thing about coding, like it for the shit that we were doing, like the short scripts and like that, it wasn't a lot of math.
YouTube again?
Yeah, we on YouTube. I decided to put it to at least start streaming on YouTube as far as like the podcast and shit like that. That way it's more engaging, because no matter how many times I say I stream on Twitch, people still don't be fully paying attention to the fact that I'm on Twitch. So yeah. But the thing about coding, like, it depends on what you're doing. Like the shit that I was doing, it wasn't a lot of math and me having to crunch numbers and shit like that. A majority of it was just me like just creating, which was pretty dope. But
okay,
I don't know. It depends on like what type of stuff you're doing. Like I did JavaScript, and I don't know how many other scripts there are, but that one wasn't a whole lot of math. It was just like void setup, void background, and then like the little intricate stuff. It wasn't a whole lot of X, Y, and shit. It was all like, set this thing up, if statement, if this happens, and this should happen. It was simple now that I say it out loud, but at the time, nigga, that shit was like Chinese.
Because I wanted to be a video game designer for the longest time.
Me too.
And then I realized how much math I have to do. And me and math, like, I can do it, but I hate it.
Nah, me and math, we don't get along, bro.
Me and math get along. I don't get along with the people that teach you math.
Math's let me a fade, bro. Like I'm great at English. Like I figured out, like I wanted to, like if I was gonna go into gaming, which is still like a career path that I might like dabble in, as far as like maybe not. I don't want to say directing because that seems high city, but like as far as like storyboarding goes and shit like that, like I might pursue that per se. But like I just want to do story and like character design from like artistic design standpoint, like as far as like describing how they are, look, what makes them tick, that type of shit. I don't want to draw them, no fam, I'm horrible at drawing, and I don't want to code it because I'm horrible at that. I'm good at telling stories. Let me do that part. Let me do that.
I feel like I just have like I don't feel like anyone's bad at drawing per se. Just not everyone's gonna be the hyper realistic drawer.
I'm just saying, the shit that I see on Twitter like puts me to shame, makes me want to kill myself sometimes.
Yeah, because you'll see like a lot of drawings where it's like hyper realistic or extra detailed, but then you look at certain cartoons and stuff, and these shits are not amazing drawings.
Ed, Ed, and Eddie, prime example.
Yeah, like they're not amazing drawings, but they're just good drawings.
I mean, let's keep it 100. Like I don't know if you see, I've retweeted this dude a few times. This dude who was doing a Venom drawing. Bro, I want him to finish that already so I could like just steal that and get that tattooed like on my bicep or something. That shit, bro, that shit crazy. But anyways, this is the Run Those Games podcast, episode 34. I appreciate everybody who pulled up. I apologize ahead of time if I do not see your chats and whatnot, because we got a red background in the background commemorating the legend, the one who made a lot of our childhoods what they are today. Yes. And basically, I don't want to say curated all of our imaginations, but helped our imaginations grow and appreciate the art of comics and characters. Yeah, Mr. Stan Lee. All right, so Eric will be here in about 2 minutes. Tyler, what's going on, my brother? But yes, I got my homie Biggie with me. We are going to lead the show off because the homie K-Dog is over at Walmart. Agent is working, and Eric is on the way to the crib. So, Biggie, go ahead and introduce yourself and any announcements that you want to let known to the people.
It ain't easy being cheesy. That's it.
You know how much I hate you right now? I said any announcements.
I got these cheeseburgers, man.
All right, we gonna save your second channel for the end of the damn podcast, and when we close the shit out, you gonna have to run my fade for that goofy shit. This.
Hey, I just wanted to be. You know, I gotta be goofy.
You do. Nobody taking that title from you, bro. You got it. You got that. You got that. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the. I don't really want to say untimely, but the sudden passing of Mr. Stan Lee. This is actually like one of the few times where like a celebrity death has actually like made me really think about the impact that they had on my life in like recent memory, because like we're all nerds in this panel, and people who watch this, we're all fucking nerds in some way, shape, or form, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
For me, a lot of the characters that he created made me comfortable in my own skin and made me resonate with some of these characters. For instance, Everybody in this panel knows my favorite all-time superhero is the Incredible Hulk. I love him. Why? Because, man, fuck you. Because there's two sides to the Hulk. You got Bruce Banner, the calm, thinking type, analytical, the scientist, smart guy. But then you piss him off, he turned to the Hulk, a big, angry rage monster. I relate to that because as a kid who got bullied a lot growing up, I had no problem saying that shit. I was cool, calm, and collected until you pissed me off, and then I seen Red and basically fucking snapped. I understood that. Then he made, I'm not gonna say then he made, but he made Spider-Man, another one who I related to because he was a smartass, he was quirky, he was goofy, but he was a superhero that nobody really knew because, you know, he had the suit on or whatever and shit like that. And then as of recent, because I didn't know this until maybe a year ago, Black Panther, another dude. And I ain't gonna lie, I like Killmonger more than Black Panther, but that entire just world in of itself just made me just appreciate it that much more. And not to mention the entire, like, yeah, and the entire Marvel Universe in and of itself is just incredible because there's so many characters that we all know and love and that we grew up watching. And not to mention the video games that have came out with these characters from Marvel vs. Capcom, the X-Men game, the Wolverine game. There was that one, Marvel's Ultimate Alliance, the whole nine. This man has literally like impacted everybody's childhood in some way, shape, or form, from the super nerds who know everything about comics to the ultimate casual who just knows a minuscule amount or maybe just enough from the movies to where they just enjoy that. And for him to go, it is sad, but he's had such an impact in our lives in itself that his legacy and his memory cannot and will not ever be forgotten. That's just my piece. I'm a little upset I didn't get to meet him at Comic-Con when he came here in Arizona. It's like now one of my low-key regrets, but the fact that he like impacted my childhood, because I'm pretty sure everybody in this panel has in one way, shape, or form has like done pretend superheroes and shit like that. I was always the Hulk. You had to fight me to get the Hulk, bruh. I'm gonna fuck. Like, we all remember at recess, like we used to pretend that we were about to go fight some villains and some shit like that. Like,
I remember I used to be Blade as well because
Blade was that nigga too.
Was fire.
Blade was that nigga too, but like, yeah, it's definitely sad. Like, and the overall the love that he's got not only during his life, this has to be like one of those deaths like of a celebrity that wasn't just popular because he passed, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, you know, some people pass and they're like, oh, he was a legend, oh, he's the GOAT, blah, blah, blah. Like,
everybody knew who Stan Lee was.
Yeah, everybody knew who Stan Lee was. Everybody fucked with Stan Lee. Everybody appreciated what he did. And not only that, seeing the interviews that he might have had that didn't go viral, that we never seen, the little clips that he had and shit like that, Stan Lee was a lot more woke than I perceived as. Like, I was well aware that he was at least aware of like what was going on in the world that we live in and shit like that. But seeing some of these interviews and like how he talked about, you know, racism, bigotry, and how like that's more evil than like any villain that could have been created and shit like that, and things of that sort, I was like, bro, he was a mad dope individual. That's just, I was like well surprised because somebody that like of that stature was like done so much, they could have been shelled out, but he was like pretty damn vocal of like where he stood and like where he like what he stand for and shit like that. And he actually gave multiple kids in the black community and shit like that like characters that we like fucking my pops' favorite superhero is Wolverine, and I see too many parallels in that. I'm like, how did you have kids? But we ain't gonna talk about that. Seriously, this nigga is savage. I'm like, how? But like, and then my mom was like Storm, so it's like it's crazy that like even from like the hardcore, because my mom's a super nerd, my dad like was the super thug, how like even them two like comics, like you
even
go to
for back in the day,
yeah,
even with like racism when it was a lot bigger than what it is now, you still have like little kids who would play together because they have this connection with superheroes. Because it don't matter. You don't know for the most part what race some of the Marvel superheroes are because they're always in costume.
That was actually the design. I actually watched an interview about that. Dude who interviewed
he said
Stan
he
Lee.
Didn't actually mean to, like he wasn't thinking about it that way.
It just happened.
Like, yeah, he just did it that way and it connected.
Yeah, everybody was able to relate to a superhero, whether it was physically or like just the idea of being mysterious, and that shit was actually mad dope. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you, because you go to like to any hood, you go to like the most hoodest of Chicago or fucking Cali, like Compton, or like Houston to some areas and shit like that. You go anywhere in like hoods, and they know about comics. Yeah. Maybe a minuscule amount, but I guarantee you, like, hey, yo, who's your favorite superhero? They have one. Bet money. Like that shit. That shit's crazy.
Oh.
I mean, he got to see 95. He lived a long, prosperous life, and I think the best part, like the beautiful thing that came out of all of this was the fact that like he got to watch like the appreciation for his art like grow with him, and like those who like grew up from like the start, grew up and have kids, and then pass that knowledge down. Like it just kept going. Like the love for comics and these characters and like what he's done has never died out.
Exactly. The hardest thing is gonna be when I don't know if they got him in Avengers 4.
I'm gonna cry like a bitch. I ain't ready. I'm not ready.
No, I'm saying either way, it's gonna, if they do have him, it's gonna be hard. If they don't have him in there, it's gonna be even harder. Because he always has a cameo in every Marvel movie.
That was like the exciting part, honestly.
Yo, what just happened to my connection?
I heard everything you said, bro. It was just lagging every now and again.
I don't know what's going on with Discord because it went from, like you said, it was bad connection, same latency, to good connection, same latency. I was confused.
Should be weird, bro. But like, yeah, the cameos are gonna be the hardest thing to like go without going on forward, because that was an exciting part of like some of these damn movies, though. Like when you seen Stan Lee in the Deadpool movie in the strip club, bro, you can't tell me that was not hilarious.
My favorite one right now is still in the Spider-Man video game, because I didn't expect them to actually have Stan Lee in the video game.
Can we talk about how graphically amazing that game is for one, and like how hyper realistic he looked in that shit?
They had him down to a T.
My favorite one though, along the lines of Spider-Man though, was the Spider-Man. What was it? The Amazing Spider-Man, the first one where he's fighting the Croc in that library. He has his headphones on. That was my personal favorite. That was my personal favorite. But rest in peace, Stan Lee. Your legacy shall continue to live on in the hearts of all nerds and all people everywhere.
One of your characters is part of my favorite video game of all time, Ultimate Spider-Man. I played that shit like 7 times as a kid.
I beat the first Incredible Hulk, although that game was garbage. I beat that shit like 4 times.
I don't think I fully beat the Ultimate Spider-Man video game, because like at the time I was like 8.
You know,
But that game was so long. I remember that game was long.
It's probably short in hindsight, but at the time it was long as fuck.
No, because it goes off the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, and that's a long comic. So it was a long game, and I never actually beat it. But I kept I'd lose my save file because I didn't have a memory card at the time.
Ooh, so you had to leave that shit on.
Yeah, but my parents would turn it off because we're not wasting the
electricity.
Energy.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, we're not wasting the electricity bill. And then I get home and I have to fully restart. But that's still I would restart it as many times as possible.
Yeah, I beat that Spider-Man on PlayStation 3 times, and I still remember raging, lose my mind when he had the fucking. Because I swear, when we're kids, we have horrible depth perception, but. We somehow beat all these games that had just horrible camera angles. Because you had to crawl towards yourself, then jump, then web shoot yourself up, and then crawl sideways, and ugh, Jesus, God.
Don't understand how we did it, but we did it.
Like when I played Crash Bandicoot, even though they made that game more difficult, I'm pretty sure if you would have grabbed...
Didn't they admit they did that?
Yeah, they admit they made it more difficult. I'm pretty sure if I was to grab the 8 or 7-year-old me and play that shit now, I probably would be able to beat that shit in seconds. But I'm over here over jumping, under jumping. I'm like, how the fuck did I do this? Just how? But on to the next topic. Detective Pikachu. I ain't gonna hold you. I thought this was gonna be trash. I was so ready to slander this shit into the nether realm. Dog.
Tragic.
I was ready to fuck I was ready for them to fuck this shit up. I was ready. I was just ready. But I really was I hate to be the negative Nancy, but I was so ready. I was plotting on their downfall, bro. I had the jokes ready. It's rare when I slander something on Twitter, but I had all type of jokes ready. I had to scrap all them shits. I was hurt because
I'd be ready to slander a lot of things. I was slandering Naruto the board or Boruto the Naruto Shinobi Strikers before it even released. You could catch slander from me.
He was ready.
Mm-hmm.
But the movie actually, I hate the fact that like I'm not gonna say I hate the fact that I was wrong, but the movie actually looks good. It actually does look good. The story I don't fully understand yet, but from the trailer itself, they have Ryan Reynolds voicing Pikachu. If you don't know who Ryan Reynolds is, he's Deadpool. That's Deadpool.
Yeah.
And when he tweeted it, I thought it was gonna be kind of goofy, but I think because it is goofy and like his type of like quirky personality and voice, it actually works for like this type of movie. Because I actually did get a laugh out of it. Because like the very first part, like when you actually see Pikachu or whatever, like where he's in this dude's house or whatever, or this kid's house, and the kid has a stapler, he's all like, "Okay, I know you're not gonna understand me, but put the stapler down or I will electrocute you." And then the dude's all like, "Wait, you can talk?" And he's like, "You understand me?" Thank God, I've been so lonely. I actually was at work and I actually chuckled. Like, I actually laughed from that. Because the thing was, like, when I was at my job, we were talking about it. Like, most of my coworkers who I communicate with are nerds. Because, you know, that's what I get along with, nerds. Athletes and nerds, those are my people. The people who have alcohol issues or like drinking all the time, I'm cool. But
I'm good on that.
Yeah, he was all one of my coworkers. Shout out to the homie. He was all like, "Did you watch trailers?" I was like, "I ain't got no interest in that shit." Detective Pikachu, miss me with that, bruh. He was like, "Dude, it's actually pretty goddamn funny." I'm all like, "I'm not trying to listen to Pikachu say Pika Pika for 2 goddamn hours. I grew up listening to that, fam. If I want that, I will watch the cartoon. I have Hulu."
Found out this nigga was actually making full sentences.
Swear to God,
like
that's
in that weird ass movie where they had Pikachu sound like a little not even 13, a little 7-year-old girl.
Yeah, he actually did. He was like, dude, he actually talks. I'm like, don't play with me. Don't lie to me. I've been waiting for this. Don't you lie to me. He was like, dude, he actually talks. So I actually watched it and I actually enjoyed it. Because not only is Pikachu talking, because it's Ryan Reynolds, he's kind of a smart ass too. I can fuck with this Pikachu, bro. Because I don't like Pikachu. I'm sorry. Fight me, call me any type of names you want. Squirtle, that was my dog, bro. Squirtle was my nigga, fam.
I didn't have a care for Pokemon, so that's why I'm not really talking sitting right here because I haven't really.
See, I should kick you out right now, bro.
I've never liked Pokemon. My sister liked Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! I didn't like either. I was like, I'm not trying to watch kids play card games.
But you be hold up, bro. Hold up. Now I gotta pull up on you, bro. Cause you ain't finna just sit here and slander my childhood, bro. We ain't doing that.
I'm not. I understand the appeal for it, but it didn't appeal to me.
Well, this is actually an interesting question now, because I've never heard this. It's usually one or the other. Like it's usually like you didn't like Pokemon, but like you like Digimon and shit like that, or like you didn't like Yu-Gi-Oh, but you like what was that show, Bakugan, the one with the Beyblade. Like, you like that.
Beyblade, Bakugan, all that shit.
Yeah, it's like one or the other.
I fucked with Beyblade. I will say that. I fucked with Beyblade.
That was alright. You get a slight pass on that one. But, hold up. Why don't you like Pokemon or why don't you like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh? I gotta know now. This is fascinating.
Like, my sister always had the cards and everything, and she always watched the show, and I feel like it was because I always wanted to watch something different because shows... When you were a kid, your favorite shows came on at the same time as your sibling's favorite show.
Super facts.
So it was either one or the other. And since I didn't get to watch my favorite show, I feel like I grew a resentment towards both of those shows.
So they were just victim of circumstance.
Pretty much. And I just never got into them. Like, I understand the appeal and why people like them. Never liked them.
I'm sorry. That's hilarious that you did not. He said I'm home, but my laptop's acting like a bitch. Okay, but hold on. So you didn't like them shows because of your sister?
The way that our house worked, we had like 2 or 3 TVs, right? We had the family room TV, which was for the kids.
Then your parents had
TV,
one,
which was for the parents, and then their bedroom TV, which is also for the parents.
Yeah.
So we shared one TV, so we had to pretty much save slots for when we could watch certain shows.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that. That's probably to this day why I don't like Sister.
The worst part was my older sister on my mom's side was slick and would always call TV for as soon as we got back home from whatever we left for.
Nah, bro,
we left for church on Sunday, and we aren't going to get back until like 3 o'clock. She would call TV from 3 to 7.
Oh, fade. Hold up. Eric said he did 5 cameos before he passed. I'm gonna cry on each one of them shits. Yeah.
Facts.
Like, that's why to this day, sorry, black folk. That's why I don't like Sister Sister, or what was that song, that show, Girlfriends?
I didn't get into, and that's another thing. I feel like that's why I can't either shows either, because those were the ones my oldest sister on my mom's side was watching.
Yep, that exactly what my sister, my oldest, not my oldest, but my older sister would watch. Like whenever we got home from school or some shit like that. I always had to watch some shows, and I used to hate that shit.
The only shows that didn't catch my wrath were
Fresh Prince,
a couple of Disney Channel shows.
Oh, those ones always got the pass. Because Kim Possible would play That's So Raven. I was cool with that.
I didn't like Kim Possible. I was cool with That's So Raven. I didn't. I never really liked Kim Possible.
Bro, I was trying to give Kim the baby, dog. I didn't care. I was a young boy, but I was like, bro, she got to get it, dog. Fuck Ron. Get Ron the fuck up out of here and this mole rat.
I cared for it, dog.
Oh, hell no. You wildin', bro. Kim was like, yeah. Even though I thought she did have a mustache, so until I found out that was just her upper lip.
No, but I never cared for Kim Possible. Like, I'd watch it, but shows never interest me.
Proud
That's
Family.
That's even caught a pass because it dealt with real problems.
Proud Family.
Proud Family caught a pass because that show was just greatness.
You right. Katara from Avatar. Hey, King Ellis, you ain't about to get no disagreement out of me from that one, dog. Katara, I named my dog R.I.P. Katara.
But there's a lot of shows I feel like I just don't like now
because of your sister.
Of resentment of not being able to watch what I wanted to watch.
I get it.
I'm the youngest, so I don't even really.
Oh yeah, you was victims. We was victims, bro. I get it.
No, actually, I was a little spoiled as the youngest, so I got to call a slot if I complained to my mom.
Yep, same here.
She's been on the TV for 2 hours and she won't let me. Watch.
I complained about that. That's how I got to watch SpongeBob for a whole day. And that's why I was always at my grandparents, because I was the king. I got to rule.
That's why we all got TVs at some point, because they were just like, you know, we ain't going to have all this argument. Because it was me, my sister Bridget, my sister Bernadette, my brother Jeff, like all of us in the house complaining about the TV.
And it was like, you know what? All you need to get a TV. Fuck it.
So me and my brother shared a TV because I wanted to be exactly like my brother. So whatever he watched, I was cool watching. Here's the reason I like Boondocks.
Boondocks fire. He said, so early. What the fuck? We late? What you talking? But what was I about to say? I lost a whole train of thought about that shit. Well, anyways, we talking about the glory days. Oh yeah, now I remember. I didn't like 106 in Park for. I still don't like that damn show. I didn't like that shit for years because they never showed the full music video.
Yeah. I liked it, but I didn't like that about it. I liked it because once again, my brother watched it.
I hated it because remember Sierra and Ludacris, that song "Oh," that was my shit. I remember they played the middle part of this. I was like, yo, the music video is almost over. What is they doing? 15 seconds, and that was Sierra with "Oh." No, that wasn't. That was
They ain't get the full. Say so to use it.
That shit pissed me off.
They had to do that YouTube shit. Hey, we can play about 15 seconds.
Swear to God, they did. He said, "Shit, time change. Fuck this shit started." It's like, bro, like we usually start like at around 4:30 or 4:45 in that region.
Man.
We used
I was only my voice cracked. My cousin walked in the room and took over the microphone. I was the only nigga ready.
Yeah,
I was waiting for Woo. No, I'm sure.
But anyway, yeah, Detective Pikachu does look dope. The Mr. Mime part was funny. That shit was actually hilarious because they're trying to do like this whole bad cop, good cop, bad cop thing, and then he's like, "So you gotta push it, you gotta shove it, or whatever." No, he's like, "You gotta push it, you gotta move it," and then the kid is all like, "He's telling you to shove it." He's like, "What?" And then Mr. Mime is able to form a visible wall, so he forms an invisible wall. When Pikachu jumps at him, and he fucking splats into it. Die laughing. He's like, that did not go exactly how I planned it. And then, like, the crazy part is, I'm pretty sure you guys on Twitter or Instagram have seen, like, the hyper-realistic pictures of said Pokemon or whatever, he actually got a job like on this movie, like designing those characters. Dope as fuck. I thought that was dope. But yeah, the Pikachu, I'm here for it. I'm watching that, dog. I got to see that. I was skeptical. I was ready to slander, and it turned out to be pretty damn funny from the trailer alone. Pikachu being more than just a Pika friendship. Oh my god, don't you turn me into a Raichu ass Pokemon? And now he's actually comical and has a sense of humor. I'm here for this. I'm here for this.
I like when they do that with a lot of shows, or when they just do that with certain animals. And when they make an animated movie about like an animal and they start talking,
Ted,
like that movie they're gonna be doing where Will Smith voices that bird.
Fuck.
Like he's actually like a secret agent or something, and then he gets transformed into a bird. That I feel like is gonna be pretty funny.
I'm just here just to laugh because 2018 already been a fire ass year for content from movies, gaming, music. Just all around, it's been fire. So, I'm here for it.
I'm still waiting on that Dragon Ball movie that ain't coming out until April of next year.
Nah. Are you talking about the animated one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about some real life shit. I was like, no,
I'm not talking about no Dragon Ball Evolution type stuff.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
No, that Dragon Ball Super movie.
Oh, yeah, Brawly. Yeah, that looked lit.
I'm still waiting on that, even though it ain't coming out until April. And then they finally gonna bring the anime back.
Yeah, and even then, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little over it. Keep it 100. I'm more excited for My Hero.
I need them to do something different with Dragon Ball. I need them to not focus, because the one thing that makes me mad is the Dragon Ball series after original Dragon Ball was supposed to be about Gohan, and no one could accept the fact that Goku was going to be gone. And this is why we have Super. But I just want them to focus on different characters and their progression. Yeah,
Piccolo been getting his ass beat since the Frieza saga.
They have a whole planet of Namekians, and you telling me there's not one Namekian that'd be willing to fuse with Piccolo to save the universe?
You telling me Piccolo does all of this training and still be getting the shit beat out of him?
Like, imagine... Like, in the Tournament of Power, when they had the other Namekians on Shampa's universe.
They had the power of ancestors. That shit was fire.
They fused with all the Namekians on the planet.
All of them.
Imagine if Piccolo fused with every single Namekian on planet Namek.
I'm just saying, they could do so much more. Like, we don't want Mr. Gohan. We want Gohan to hit that Super Saiyan 3 for the one time, I
don't even want that.
We want Gotenks to snap. We want other niggas to have their moments aside from Goku. Like, he gave Vegeta his moment. To this day, that's why 2018 is goated for me. That's why 2018 is goated for me, though, because Vegeta finally got his moment in my damn 24 years of this life. I never thought I'd see that moment happen, and it did, and I was happy. But yeah, I do want Gotenks to grow the fuck up. I feel you on that one.
I want Goten and Trunks to grow up finally. They supposed to be what, 13?
Yep.
Them niggas still look 7. Telling me you can't make them taller at all. Like, even because Dragon Ball, like Funimation, whoever is creating the actual anime, they never get like how characters should grow up. They never get like that right. Because Gohan at 11 looked 14.
It was strong than a bitch.
Yeah, the only one they possibly got right was Goku in original Dragon Ball. Because he was like 13 or something. And he looked like a 13-year-old just with a little bit more built to him. Because he wasn't like Gohan, where he's just rock solid. He still had like the fat that a child would have.
Gohan was yoked at 11. I was like, this nigga a whole nigga out here, bro. He ain't no 11-year-old.
Exactly. But like in original Dragon Ball, you can look up pictures of like teen Goku. He looked like he was actually a teenager. Just one of those teenagers that's really into fitness.
Yeah, I feel you. Like, they just need to grow up. Not only that, but like even like their whole plight though. It's just like, oh, we're so badass or whatever. And I'm like, y'all get smacked up every time you say that, fam. At what point do you learn to shut the fuck up?
They're always like, cause they always start off the fight good, but they
get crushed.
Always lose it because they get cocky.
Like, if anything, I want another like Vegeta-esque character, like one who just be off in the cut, who's just waiting for smoke. I need that.
Or bring back Tarble.
Don't remember him that much, fam. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Vegeta's brother. He got sent off to a different planet.
Mm.
Because they made a movie about him, but it was only in like Japanese. So they never made like an English dub of the movie. So I don't believe it's canon or anything like that.
I do nothing but watch subbed anime anyways at this point, so it don't even matter to me.
Yeah, no, it was just because that's why I think like the movie apparently, in their opinion, didn't do too good in the Japanese market, so it didn't make it over to America.
He said, "What the fuck happened to Oob? Oob, that was the red dude, right? Or well, he's the green one."
Oob was the reincarnation of Kid Buu. Remember at the end of Dragon Ball Z when Goku went back to the tournament and fought that little kid?
Barely.
Yeah, that little kid is Oob.
Oh.
That's the reason why he came back to the tournament, because he asked King Yama to reincarnate Buu as a good person. And it'd been like 7 years or something. No, it was more than 7 years. I think it'd been like 10 years because he was still a kid. It was like 10 years since he asked for that. And now he's grown enough to actually be in the tournament, and he knows he's going to be there.
I ain't gonna lie. I would like to see Super Buu make a return as a good person, only because him telling Gotenks to shut the fuck up. He didn't tell him shut the fuck up, but that's how I interpreted it as. That was like a great moment for me.
He was like, you talk too much.
I felt this pain, bro. I was like, bro, if y'all just don't throw hands.
But no, because I think I told y'all before, Dragon Ball Super is supposed to be that time between when the Buu saga ended to when he meets Oob. That's why even in the Tournament of Power, it's either the Tournament of Power, no, it's that preliminary, where it's Universe 7 versus Universe 6.
That was
he's
fire.
talking to Vegeta. Yeah, he's talking to Vegeta that he asked King Yama to reincarnate Kid Buu.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's that time in between.
Kid Buu was a beast too. We ain't finna. We ain't
it was like 10 years because Goten and Trunks went from being kids to being like damn near 18. I think they were both 16.
He said Piccolo needs to stop being a babysitter too. They need to stop holding Piccolo, bro. Like he out here. He trained Gohan in the most savage of ways. Like there's a more than likely possibility that you might die if you continue to be this much of a bitch. Like either grow the fuck up or die. I don't care. Fuck your daddy.
He's always been like that though with Gohan. He had this man chased by a dinosaur as a 4-year-old.
Yeah, he survived though, didn't he?
Barely.
He still survived, bro. He still made it. Barely. And even then, though, Piccolo has always had that soft spot for Gohan because of it, though.
And he still cares for him, but he's not going to hold any punches.
Oh, hell no. Cause here's the thing. All right, you know what? We're going to have to break this down, bro. Piccolo trained Gohan the way that our parents have raised and trained us, fam. In, like, sports and life in general.
It's going to hurt you.
Basically.
How?
And think about it like this: when you play basketball with your older brothers and shit like that, don't they send your shit halfway across the block?
They don't hold no punches.
Ain't they dunking on you? Ain't they taking your ankles?
Back them down, they throw you back to the ground.
Yeah,
get stronger.
If anything, that's just thug motivation, bro. And what did it do? It made a majority of us, because some motherfuckers still bitch ass niggas. It made some
still crying.
Some still crying right now. It made a solid majority of us into stronger and better people who learned that life ain't fucking fair and to leverage whatever abilities and pros you may have against others who ain't got it. I understood it. He said it should have trained Goten instead of Chi-Chi. I mean, we ain't gotta talk about Chi-Chi. I can't stand her motherfucking ass. I went off on her multiple times. Like, you don't date a whole Saiyan. Somebody who's technically not really fucking human and get mad when he wanna fight. Bitch, that's his nature. To throw hands.
It's not even like I'm mad at her for being mad at him to want to fight. Because I can live with that because she's, like, we have a family and shit. But when the Cell Saga.
Oh, yeah.
Cell will destroy the planet if he does not lose. Gohan needs to stay and worry about his studies.
Bitch.
Those studies don't mean nothing if you dead.
The world is gonna be gone. Fuck is 2 + 2 gonna do for you? Kaboom, bitch. But
yeah, Discord ain't working for Eric now. See, Discord
yeah, I see it. But next topic before we talk about fucking Dragon Ball for an hour like we did before.
I'm not mad at us for doing it.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you some other stuff after this shit that I'm thinking about doing. Toy Story. There's gonna be a fourth.
I want them to let this series die.
I'm gonna keep it 100. The child in me is very happy because I grew up watching this shit. My mom found out that I was not a fucking serial killer because of Toy Story. Fun story before we delve into this shit. One of the first movies I seen with my mom, I think like the first few I seen was like Toy Story, Mulan, and Blade, the first one. Yes, I seen Blade as a child. Fight me.
I seen it too.
But Toy Story, my mom found out I was not a serial killer and that I actually had somewhat of a conscience because remember that part where Buzz found out that he was a toy and wasn't an actual superhero?
Mm-hmm.
I apparently started crying when I seen that shit. And my mom was like, why are you crying? And I was like, because Buzz is sad. So my mom was like, oh, he has a heart. He's not going to kill anybody. I'm like, little do you know that I might go crazy when I'm older. But we ain't going to talk about that.
So, she ain't had no problem with you just sitting there watching that scene when they in, what's his name's house?
What part? When he's in the fucking kid's house and he has all them fucked up toys?
All those fucked up toys.
Apparently, none of that bothered me. It was when Buzz was crying, that was the part that fucked me up.
Hey, I don't like seeing other niggas crying either. People in general. That shit makes me mad. Which
to this day is hilarious because she's like, oh, you have a heart. I'm like, yeah, and then I turned into to be a savage. But anyways. Toy Story 4. While I am a little excited for it, I do kind of wish they let it die. Because, I mean, they ended the third one well off as, like, that's it. This was the trilogy. I was okay with that. We had one where we got to do this with Woody, where he was the center of attention. And then Buzz came in and, you know, kind of took the spotlight from them. Woody and Buzz became friends or whatever, right? Then we had, what was it? 2, where Woody found out that he's actually part of a collective and shit like that with, what was the girl's name?
I don't remember.
Well, the girl's name. Then you had Bullseye and shit like that. Like,
yeah, they were all in that toy store or whatever.
Yeah, like that was fire. And then we had 3. Andy gets older, and now he's going to college and shit like that.
Yeah, all these hits and all toys. This man's about to be 18 or is 18.
We hear you. And then
1 2 1 2.
Yeah,
all right, man. Yo, I don't mean to interrupt. I almost rock bottom, people's elbowed, Hulkamania, Ultimate Warrior Splash this laptop right now, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, the imagery of a Warrior Splash like tickled me on the inside right now.
I'm so mad, man. Yo, can I just chime in for a second before I missed this? I missed the Stan Lee segment.
Oh yeah, go ahead, bro.
That's the one I wanted to talk on because that's like I was so blessed and fortunate to spend time with that man. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
He's a really, really good person, and I hate to see him go, but. When I was talking to him, I was telling my wife and shit. I was like, we're at Vegas. I was like, yo, man, he's not looking good. But plus, his wife passed that year. So, and his wife was his everything. So I'm kind of glad he's gone. So now he could be with his wife. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Because he loved that woman so much, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And like, I hate to see Stan go. There will never, ever be a replacement. I don't give a fuck who comes along in the next 2,500 years. Stan's the original, bottom line.
I'm going to be honest. Anybody that tries to come in and tries to...
And I know, and this crazy because, like, that at that con, I was with Kevin Eastman, the creator of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I was with Rob, the creator of Deadpool. I was with Todd McFarlane, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All these people, and like all of them were goo goo gaga over Stan.
I was actually going to ask about that later too.
These are legitimate legends in their own right, and they were, especially Todd McFarlane. He was his understudy. He was Stan understudy. He loved that man ridiculous.
And he made Spawn. We could talk about Spawn. I was actually gonna bring that up a little, like towards the end of the show, anyways. About Spawn in general, because that actually made me think about it a little bit.
But I was talking to Todd McFarlane when I was next to him, and he told me that I don't know if Stan did it, But I hope he did. But Stan was supposed to do a special secret cameo for the next Spawn movie that Todd is doing. But I don't know now. I know he did Avengers 4,
right.
Captain Marvel,
right.
Spider-Man, and another one. He did at least 5 more before he passed.
Okay. Not ready to see any of that. Not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, that's gonna be kind of hard.
There's gonna be some niggas who thought they was tough.
Yeah,
I mean, I was the same way when I seen Carrie Fisher in Star Wars. I was the exact same fucking way.
See, I'm not a big Star Wars fan.
I am.
Lost me. They lost me. Like I think I'm the only guy that liked the prequels. I really like.
You're
the
not,
prequels.
because I've had to defend my opinion for the prequels. You're not alone in that one. Because
I love the prequels.
Darth Maul was my favorite character that like got cut short, both literally and metaphorically.
Like my thing is that if what's his name? Qui-Gon Jinn, if he would have been alive, well, Anakin would have turned out different. That's always what I wanted to think. I was thinking, like, if Qui-Gon Jinn didn't get killed by Darth Maul, if he raised Anakin, I think he'd have turned out different.
That'd have been that's an interesting perspective, because he would have had Obi-Wan as his master, but then Qui-Gon probably would have been part of the council or something like that. But there was
Obi-Wan was a teenager himself when Anakin was a kid. I mean, it's really not that much of an age difference.
Yeah, but Qui-Gon there was speculation and shit like that he was a gray Jedi. Like, he walked along the middle, like, neither good nor evil. Because Qui-Gon was with the shits.
No, Qui-Gon could do that, and Mace Windu could do that.
Yeah.
It was 2 of them. They were the only 2 that can be in the middle of that dark and light line.
Yeah, there was that gray area.
Qui-Gon's the one who actually created. You know how when they die, they come back in that glowing shit.
Yeah.
Qui-Gon's the one who taught Yoda how to do that.
They're part of the Force or whatever. But yeah, Toy Story. Fuck, I lost train of thoughts. That's the problem. We have nerds talking about random shit, bro. We'll go off on tangents. You're good.
I just really wanted, I really want to do that sand segment because, like I said, I was fortunate. I'm very fortunate over the things I got to do. I mean, who could say that they got to hang with Stan Lee for 2 days straight? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you can see on my Instagram, I posted the picture of me and him. Like that's the reason I went to that con. I was like a little Guga girl around that man.
I mean, it's Stan Lee, dude. Like
I know, and his favorite. And I asked him what was his favorite cameo. He said the one from Captain America, but he actually meant the one from Avengers 2, where he was the veteran drinking. That was his favorite one. He asked me what my favorite one was. I said my favorite one was the one in Daredevil where you were about to walk into the street and young Matt blocked you from walking into the street. He didn't remember that one at first, and he had to think about it.
That was a solid.
You've done a lot of cameos.
Yeah, he was in every single Marvel movie, like all of them.
Exactly. They always gave him his just due.
Like Stan Lee will forever. He's forgotten more about this industry and comic stuff than people will ever obtain.
I mean, he didn't leave a thumbprint. He left a whole handprint on like just nerd culture.
Handprint. Dog.
There's nobody like he's one. There's people out there that will want to meet Stan Lee over want to meet Will Smith or Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's Stan Lee. Like, bro, like you made my damn childhood like nerd shit cool for me.
Like, the cool thing about it, the way I think in my head is now him and Jack are back together and they probably just sit there laughing and talking.
I mean, yeah.
Because he's always gave Jack his credit when co-creating everything.
It's more of like a celebration of his life because like it is sad that he's gone, but he's left such like a positive print on people that like he
lived a long life.
Yeah,
it's not like he was
24
before his time.
Like it's like he's left the imprint, like has like left the mark on so many people in so many ways, and like just has brought joy to people that is more of like a happy thing that he's got to do this and watch it happen. And it's only going to continue to grow and grow because they have so much source material stuff that he's done and had a part of doing. So it's sad, but at least he was here to watch it all grow in front of him and just see the look on people's faces. Because I watched one interview where he said that people ask like, what do I think about like the movies? Like, I think about it the same way you do. They're good.
Yeah, because some dumbass asked him, and when he doing the panel, he asked him, "Would you like Marvel or DC better?" And he was like, he basically said he loves characters. Like he has no favorites. Like he chumped me on my answer because I wanted to ask him who can win a fight of the Hulk and Juggernaut, and he kind of chumped me. He was like, it's who he gave the answer he gave me was whoever's writing the story. I said, "Oh, you gonna play me like that,
bro?" I ain't gonna lie though. He did hit you with that ether, low key.
Oh, you gonna play me like that?
Hey, he got a point though. Someone has a bias towards the Hulk.
He hit you with that. I ain't gonna lie. He hit you with that fire because I'm writing the story, bro. The Hulk ain't losing. The Hulk take no L's.
He created both of the characters, so like I don't know.
He's like, where feel like it that day.
That's basically what he said. But we can move on, man. I just like like I said, like I really love Stan. Like he was so nice, and
I understand it. At my job before, one of my homegirls ended up quitting. We were talking about going to one of the Comic-Con that was gonna be out here for the or whatever. And then I was like, I hope you know that if he's out there, you better get an autograph or something, or we gonna fight.
It's crazy. Like I feel I need to contact Max. Max was his handler, and like Max is a real good guy. He's always the one to look out for me. Like at the cons, like when I went to San Diego Comic-Con, I went up to I saw Stan was doing signings and stuff. Right,
that's a Super Bowl of Comic-Con.
I went there and I was like, the dude was like, okay, well, Stan's back there now, and it's $100 and something a picture. I said, man, call him. I said, tell Max Charles out here. He told him. Max walked out. I walked right back. Looked at dude like, nigga, I got clout. Nigga, don't ever in your life.
He said, I got clout.
Don't ever in your life play me. And Stan actually remembered me or whatever, which was cool. And because like now it sucks because he's gone. I hope they still do the Stan Lee's Kamikaze because that was his con. I hope they still do it.
Probably.
They probably will, just in remembrance.
Yeah, probably.
Or they might make it the last one, this next one that they.
Yeah, but I knew it was coming. I even told my wife. I said when I talked to her, she was like, "You said it was coming soon." I didn't want it to come, but 95 years old. You know what I'm saying?
You never want anybody to leave.
Yeah,
you
95 years old, and plus, and I have so much respect for him because he would sit in the back. They had a chair for him, behind the podium or whatever. He would sit there. He would lay there, chill. But as soon as he walked on that stage, man, he turned that light on.
Yeah,
he turned that light on and just entertained his sea of admirers out there.
Yeah, childhood, bro. Childhood.
He lived a long life, and he actually lived relatively healthy because a lot of people at 95 they don't remember the shit that they did when they were younger.
And got to watch it. That's the thing. He got to see all this happen.
Yeah, and doesn't forget a single thing.
That's wild.
Didn't forget a single thing.
But Toy Story 4, they're making a fourth one. It's not a reboot as C-Mac would hope. Shout out to the homie C-Mac and everybody in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button, share the podcast out. By the way, quick little intermission. The podcast is available on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and of course on the host network of Anchor FM. Make sure you check us out on any platform. There's way too many ways to take the podcast on the go to say that you ain't know that we out here doing this podcast thing. Along with that, make sure that y'all go and support the GI, the Gaming Illuminati. They also have a app that is available via iOS and Android, and a multitude of different podcasts that cover a variety of different subjects, from gaming to music with the Enlightened Sounds, to sports with the Triple Threat podcast, and also TBH, a solo podcast of Hokage Thoughts, where he drops plenty of gems for upcoming content creators and just things in general. So make sure you go show them love because they show us love. Now, back to the show. Toy Story 4. Childhood. Another thing. It is playing to it, but I ain't even gonna lie to you. I kind of wish they let this thing alone. I don't understand the angle of why they are bringing us back. I don't see the need for it. I just don't. I don't see the need.
You know what I could see?
What up?
It's another reality check. Because the last one was a reality check of Andy's growing up. He doesn't need toys anymore. He's a grown man now.
Word.
This movie could be the reality check of
gaming
2018.
Nobody
plays with toys anymore.
I agree with Wu. I think they should have left it alone at 3.
Yeah,
I agree. I'm not even gonna lie. I cried at the end of 3.
I did too.
You know what I'm saying? Not gonna lie. You know, like, you know, to see Andy give him up, you know what I'm saying?
My dog said, "So long, partner." I was like, "No, bro, you gotta chase him, dog."
Like, I think they should have left it, but am I excited for it? Oh, hell yeah! Like, I actually just watched The Incredibles 2 yesterday, and that shit was phenomenal.
I'm happy for it because I, you know, Buzz and Woody, like, cornerstones of my childhood, but, like, I just don't see the angle. Like, I see what Biggie's saying where, like, it could be, like, a reality check of, like, 2018 kids ain't really playing with toys like that anymore. But even then, bro, how much of a reality check do I need in my damn animated cartoons, fam? I'm okay with 3, dog. I was cool with that. I don't need no more.
It is nice to see, like, this is one of, not the only, but probably one of the biggest ones that does like reality checks like this of for at least if toys like had a mind and had emotions and everything, how they would feel.
Yeah, because I'm gonna feel guilty about all the toys I have in my damn closet. Then I'm gonna feel guilty. Yeah. I don't need that.
You know what's funny? Because I was so big into action figures when I was a kid in toys. My grandmother used to always tell me, "Then we're gonna come alive and get me." Now, if Toy Story would have came out then, I would have been scared as hell. But
I was kind of like, hoping for that shit, honestly.
But like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm gonna go see it, of course. Do I think they should have left it alone? Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you what I didn't like: the trailer with the 2 puppets music.
Oh, like, you talking about the teddy bear shit?
Yeah, the teddy bear. I didn't like that shit at all.
Yeah, the second teaser.
I didn't like that shit at all.
I actually got a good chuckle out of that, low key. I ain't even gonna hold it. I got a good laugh out of that.
He's saying, though.
I felt like, you know, just straight disrespected on that bullshit.
I can see what you're saying because it always seems like if it's going to be like a black character, they always have to be like ghetto or something like this.
Or as they say in the boardrooms, urban.
Urban. Yeah, urban. Always got to be loud, talking about random shit for no reason.
I did think it was funny. I thought it was funny when you said to infinity and your mom. I got a good laugh out of that one. I was like that. That's a fade, but that's pretty goddamn funny. But let's go on to other news. XO 2018, which is the Xbox conference. I didn't even know that was Key and Peele, right? I'm not sure. You have to let me know on that one, Cheesy Bean. I didn't even know that Xbox has their own press conference, similar to how PlayStation has PSX. It actually didn't do it this year. But I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. I watched 45 minutes of it. It was like an hour-long thing or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
All they mostly announced was a bunch of games that are coming out on Xbox Game Pass. Nothing that was too mind-blowing or anything. The only thing that came out of this that I took, keep this in mind, that was interesting, was Crackdown 3 finally got a goddamn release date. And not like...
I don't even want that game anymore, dog.
I do.
Talking about Crackdown 3.
I liked 1 and 2 a lot. I ain't gonna hold you. I
want the game. At this point, could you realize how long?
As long as Kingdom Hearts 3. Damn near.
Keep that shit, dog. I don't want it no more. Because when it comes out, it ain't gonna be how y'all talked about it when you first announced it. Because remember when they first announced it, they said everything is destructible.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't gonna be everything's destructible. It's gonna be parts of everything is destructible. You know that's how it's gonna be.
I'm not in the racing game, so I can care less about this. That's my take on it. You talking about Crackdown, right? That's a racing game, isn't it?
Nah.
Oh, I apologize. I thought it was a racing game.
Nah, Crackdown is the cop game. That was like really popular in 2016.
I thought it was a racing game where you can run through buildings and destroy stuff.
Oh no, you might be. Is that Twisted Metal? No, you're not talking about.
That's not Twisted Metal. No. Oh, I would love for a new Twisted Metal to come out. Whew. Man.
No, Crackdown 3 finally got a release date. Like, they didn't pull what Kingdom Hearts initially did with a season date. They actually gave us a full date. February.
They didn't say spring 2019.
I was so pissed off when I seen that shit, bro. And then I remember I made a video about that. So I was like, they did give a release date. I was like, no, they gave me a season. That don't count.
They gave you a season. They gave you it might be our time.
Bro, I swear to God, I was so mad. I was like, I want a full date. I need month, date, year. Not month, year. Not date, year. Nigga, I need month, date, year. I need all three of them shits. These motherfuckers said spring 2019. I'm like, if y'all don't get the fuck up out of here.
Hey, but
if I wanted
2019,
I would have went down to my kitchen.
And not 20 beyond 19. At least it's 2019, and we're what, 2 months away? Come on, man, we're 2 months away.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm itching like a crackhead over here.
Sink it in, Woo. Sink it in, bro.
I'm wearing my
2 months away.
I'm wearing my Kingdom Hearts costume that whole week. I already told niggas at work this shit. I'm wearing that shit the whole week. Fight me. I don't care. Say something.
Like, I'm 2 weeks away from Kingdom Hearts. Well, 2 months away from Kingdom Hearts, Resident Evil, and The Last of Us 2. Man.
Telling you, when Kingdom Hearts drop, I'm gonna need everybody to shut the fuck up. My phone's gonna be off. Everything's about to be off, and I'm about to just be immersed in my world. But yeah, Crackdown 3 got announced for February 15th, 2019.
Keep that shit, dog.
Thing that did get announced though, because I'm not even gonna hold you. It's now part of the backwards compatibility program. The first Crackdown, which is the GOAT for me, because that one actually had like a cool story and it was just dope all around. It is now available for backwards compatibility. I think it's available on PC as well. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna have to check, but I know it should be available on Xbox. So for all my Xbox folks out there, go ahead, because the first Crackdown was dope. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. The first one was fire, because you had to take down like 3 or 4 different like gang cartels or whatever, and that was phenomenal. Along with that, Wrecking Zone, that is the, I think they said 5v5 or 6v6 like team deathmatch game mode, which is like apparently using the power of the cloud where everything's destructible. So what they were saying was, say somebody's like hiding in a building, like you could destroy that building and things like that. So
keep that shit, because I don't even believe that no more. The fact
like,
that it took
I'm a biggie. I didn't even know what the game was, so yeah, you keep it.
No, I knew what the game was, but you gotta no. I remember they announced this on the Xbox One. I believe it was before the Xbox One even dropped.
It was before. You're right. It was before.
Yeah. Before the Xbox One even dropped, they announced this game and said this shit. You telling me you've had what, 5 years, 6 years? You think I'm gonna believe that in those 6 years you didn't have one time that you're like, we can't make everything destructible, and had to compromise? No, I don't believe it.
I think they could do it. I'm gonna remain
I feel
optimistic.
like they compromised, and it's not everything, because it's not like they're showing that everything's destructible in the game. They show things that are destructible. It's that sneaky way of how, like, even in Battlefield 4, Levolution and all that destruction
was fire.
They were sneaky with it. It was fire, but they were sneaky with it. Because Battlefield 3, it felt like you could destroy stuff. Battlefield 4, you could destroy the big, like, for like Shanghai, whatever. Siege of Shanghai, that big building in the middle, that was the best destruction that they had. Everything else around it, you didn't destroy that much.
Not entirely. No, you like took out a little. I see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're going to have like
set pieces.
You're telling me not one time you've had to accept that you had to compromise and just use like set pieces that you can destroy. Because it's probably like you can take out sections of a building, but the whole building's not going to fall.
I think they could do it only because they taken so long. Like, this is why I'm remaining optimistic about this. I think that because they've taken so long, they might have put that much more time into it, because if they know that Xbox ain't got that many exclusives. I'm sorry, but not a lot of people are buying. True. Not a lot of people are buying Xboxes for their exclusives. If anything, it is the best bargain console because you get bang for your buck with backwards compatibility, the EA thing, and games with gold, etc., etc. Yeah, but because they probably know that they can't flop with this game or whatever, I think they might have allocated that much more time to it. Because aside from like the big press conferences where we hear about it's coming soon, it's coming soon, it's coming soon, we don't see any commercials. We don't hear anything about it. They've been real hush about it. So I think that they might have been dedicating their time to actually making this a good game. I'm gonna remain optimistic about it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Whatever. Feel free to slander the game.
Skeptical because that was one of their biggest problems. I remember. That was one of their biggest problems, that the cloud couldn't handle how much they were trying to put into it.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying I feel like they are being slick with their words because, gaming companies do this all the time. They don't tell you what's actually going to happen. They tell you parts of what's going to happen.
I'm gonna remain optimistic. I hope it's good, but I see where you're coming from though. But I do hope that it's actually good. I hope it's good.
Well, I want to say something, but I don't know if you want to save it for next week or whatever. So
about
go ahead.
I know y'all saw that PUBG is coming to PS4, right?
Oh, we could talk about that, but let me do the games with gold for Xbox, and then we'll go into.
Hey, I'm gonna let y'all know this shit trash. Don't even say.
It's not. I just looked it up right now.
Am I missing something? Oh, go ahead. I might have been.
Well, I say games with gold for November. You get Battlefield 1 from November 1st to the 30th. You get.
I have to download that.
You get Race the Sun. We don't even know. Word to Kato. We don't even know what that is. You get Assassin's Creed, the first one, which is like the one that hooked everybody.
Right, never mind.
Definitely download that.
Yeah, from the 1st to the 15th. And my personal favorite out of all this, I ain't even gonna hold you, Dante's Inferno, November 16th to the 30th.
I was wrong because I usually look at games for gold for like seconds. Shit trash and go on.
I might have to download that too.
Dante's Inferno was fire. It's actually, shout out to my dog Oscar. He actually broke his controller playing that shit. Because there's a challenge in the game where you have to get a 100-hit combo. He got to 99, and you guess what happened?
That shit happened in Spider-Man to me. They'd be like, yeah, get like, it's not even that high, but like, they'd be like, yeah, get a 30-hit combo, and you get hit by an explosive. So
that 60-hit combo was a pain in the ass for me on Spider-Man.
And on top, and what made it worse though, he was doing it on the hardest difficulty, which is already that much more difficult. But that, I ain't gonna lie, I got a good chuckle out of that shit.
Oh, and I don't know if it's only if you beat Spider-Man on spectacular mode, but once you beat the game, you can go back and play it again on ultimate.
Yeah, I'm good, fam.
I love it.
And then for PlayStation, the free games that you get this month will be Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition and Yakuza Kiwami.
Yakuza seems fire, so I'm not.
I might download Yakuza, but the other one, I don't know.
I think I've heard of Bulletstorm. Isn't that where you can, like, if you shoot a bullet, you can control where it goes?
I think so. I faintly remember it was done by the same people who made Gears, I think. Hold on, my man said I tried keyboard and mouse on Warframe and it was nice. Can't wait for tomorrow because Warface. No, he said I tried Warframe on keyboard and mouse. I can't wait for Warface getting it as well. You try hard. Now
that keyboard and mouse ain't no joke.
I know it's hard, but like you low key feel like a beast when you do something good on keyboard and mouse. I ain't gonna hold you. Ultimate mode only makes the enemies more durable. Oh hell no, miss me with that. But let's talk about PlayStation now. Spyro Reignited. It is supposed to come out, I think next. What is it? The 27th? You have to excuse me a little bit because I forgot to write down some of these dates. But for those of you who are interested in Spyro Reignited, I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm probably gonna get it because it's Spyro and I grew up playing that shit. Yeah, that's about all I gotta say about that because we've seen gameplay in the trailer for it. Yeah, that's literally all I gotta say about Spyro, fam. I'm trying to find the date right now and I can't find it.
My thing is with Spyro is I've exhausted my gaming cap for the rest of 2018.
Oh, it came out today.
With Black Ops, Red Dead, and now Hitman. I'm done until next year. I'm done.
Yeah, that was actually my follow-up question with this. How, because the title of this damn podcast is how has the content storm treated you or how you fared? I've been okay so far, you know. I've been alright. But what the fuck, dog? Like, it seems like every week something else is dropping. Like, my pockets hurt. Granted, W's in the chat. Your boy's card is officially paid off, and I am officially student loan free. Ben said that. Know what I mean? But, fam, my pockets still hurt. It feels like I'm getting abused every week because something new is dropping.
Taking your manhood?
Bro, I swear, like, I'm never ready because I want to play that My Hero game. I still want to cop that, right? And then we got fucking Spyro. I want to get that. But then tomorrow, Fallout 76 drops. I got to get that. Fucking next week, Battlefield 5. Because I watched the homie Ethos play. Shout out to Ethos. Now I'm probably going to cop that shit. It's like every week, something is dropping.
As much shit as we talked about Battlefield 5, you going to cop it?
Hey, bro.
I still feel the same that it's not gonna do the number.
It's probably not, but it's looking more interesting. This might get the normal 60 because every game I bought thus far, I bought the Ultimate Edition because I'm not trying to wait for content. But this one might get just the regular 60.
That's what I did. Like every game from here all the way through January that I've pre-ordered has all been the Ultimate Edition. It sucks because I wanted the Keyblade and the Sora statue with the Kingdom Hearts 3, but you had to go through Ubisoft to get that, and you know them motherfuckers sold out.
Oh hell yeah!
And I wanted to get the Resident Evil Special Edition, but you had to go to Capcom to get that, and that sold out. So I just settled for the deluxe editions of those, and I got the deluxe edition of Last of Us 2.
Shit, I got me a full-size Keyblade. I'm lit.
Like I'm not waiting. I totally agree with you. I'm not waiting for content any fucking more.
The only thing is, I'm still waiting for them to announce when the Kingdom Hearts PS4 Pro's available for pre-order because I want that. I still need that in my life, like today.
If they have a Resident Evil 2 Pro bundle, I might buy that.
I'm getting the Kingdom Hearts one. I'm waiting because the second that they're like pre-orders, I got that. I'm ready. Like I have money just waiting for that. But yeah, so there's that with the PlayStation type stuff. K-Dog isn't in the chat with us because he actually got to play the Fallout 76 beta. So we're gonna gloss over this a little bit. Fallout 76. For those of you who do not know, that is basically
I'm broke, nigga.
Basic that's the Fallout game where it's like online we get to group up with friends and play and things like that. I'm a cop it, but apparently there is this bug in the game or bug with the client itself where if you delete it, it won't delete itself. Like it's basically stuck on your computer. And I didn't read the full article on this. I'm gonna have to go to PC Gamer and check it out. But I don't know if it was a joke or they were serious that you actually had to buy the game in order to get it off. I thought that was funny.
Wow, that's hilarious.
Yeah, but a few issues that I've heard within the game was like certain parts of it, like if you tried to save or something like that, it would crash the game. On top of that, apparently
this is for PC only, right?
Yeah, I think it's just for PC. I haven't heard anything about console, but another issue was that we all, I'm not gonna say we all, but a majority of us thought, I'm included in this, that there was going to be NPCs within the game, like a bunch of Preston Garvey's-esque type people, you get what I'm saying. But apparently like, it's just all made up of online players. That's a little weird because it might feel empty at some points, aside from it being a wasteland, but the wasteland and Fallout was still breathing. And that's about it as far as like the beta goes. I'm still gonna play it because I like Fallout.
We all gonna run that. I'm definitely gonna get it.
Yeah, I'm getting Fallout because Fallout was so much fun. Fallout 4, like I like Fallout 3. I didn't like New Vegas because that was like when I was younger and I really wasn't into that type of style of game. But Fallout 3 I got on my PC and I enjoyed it. And then Fallout 4, I had immense amount of fun playing that shit. So Fallout 76 was a no-brainer for me. Now on to the last few pieces of news. Nuketown has dropped today, right?
Yeah.
So Nuketown has dropped today.
Let this map die. Simple. Next topic.
I'm downloading the update right now.
Yeah, so
we're moving on.
For those of you who are
we getting on that shit today?
I don't know if I'm ready for that. I was thinking about just playing Warframe. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm not doing it solo, so I was just wondering.
Yeah, that might just be. It's just probably gonna be Warframe for me because if I play that, I know what's gonna happen.
They need to let that map die. Simple.
Like
I love that it's a snow map now.
It's snow.
Yes, it's a snow map.
I am now oddly interested in this now. What the fuck?
It's a snow map. It's in Russia. It has the red star in the middle of the Nuketown.
I have to listen to Russia by Dave East now. Now that has to happen.
Yeah, I watched the trailer earlier today, and it's a snow map.
All right, I might have to check that out,
but it looks like the original Black Ops 1 style with the grimy houses.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
All right.
You playing Black Ops? Simple.
Sucks. Rocky Lynch can't compete. That's viruses because of a broken nose or broken face. Well, there's that. So for those of you interested in Nuketown, enjoy. And on to the last piece of news. Super Smash Bros. Has released a cinematic trailer. As if people aren't excited enough about Smash Bros. Like, you literally go on Twitter right now and see the overall joy that Smash Bros. Is bringing to people because it's a month away.
Said the overall joy. Damn.
Hey, I'm gonna let you know right now. I don't even have a Switch, and I'm talking Switch. Y'all gonna get a Switch as well, so I can body y'all on Smash Brothers.
I'm getting it. I said this, and you're not bodying me. Just know that you're not bodying me.
And I have to buy it for
I'm saying I'm bodying y'all because y'all niggas play too.
Oh, hey, don't make me put my son on you, man.
Hey, I don't even. You will get wrecked.
I'm about to say, bro. Like, I was actually out here competing in tournaments and shit.
Don't make me put my son on you, bro. That boy. That's why I never touch Smash again. My son beat the dog shit out of me in that game.
You couldn't even say nothing to him. You just had to accept.
You just had to look at him.
If he would have looked at me and called me nigga, I would have ate it.
Yeah.
Honestly, would just ate it. I would have said nothing to him.
Just looked at you, nigga.
You just have to eat that. Like, all right, motherfucker. But
he could have told me go take out the trash, nigga. I got up and did it.
All right,
beat my ass and smash.
He just beat you so bad that you feel like less of a man. Like, I'm your daddy. I'm the captain now. What?
Nigga, let me get you in a private match of Call of Duty. Let's see who win that.
I gotta redeem yourself. But yeah, so for those of you who have not watched it, make sure you go check that out. That is all I got on my podcast notes. So with that, Eric, do you got anything upcoming or any news announcements that you want to make?
Yes, I am doing the playthrough for Hitman 2. The first episode is up. Please, I would like everybody to go just drop a like on it, for your boy, whatever. And I got to hit you with the...
I want to thank everybody for coming out to the podcast and watching. Sorry that I was a little late, but I was stuck in traffic coming home from work, and this computer won't act like a bitch, but hope you guys enjoy the show.
It'd be like that sometimes.
All right, and Biggie, do you got any announcements, anything that you're working on, any plans, anything coming up that you want to let people know? Go.
I got a beat channel. I haven't made a beat in a minute. Getting frustrated because I feel like I can't make it right, but I do have a channel that I will be dropping beats on that I will be using for main channel videos. So if you would like to subscribe to that to see what I'm making and see the progress that is made from beat to beat, then you can go subscribe there. Probably I'm gonna try to stream 2K again after this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's gonna work, but hopefully it does because I like to stream it.
Are you going to need follow-up so I can mentally prepare myself?
Oh no, I was gonna be getting on Xbox.
Bet. All right.
About to play Call of Duty.
Yeah, I'm probably about to play COD or Warframe. I ain't gonna lie, I want to get my Chroma Prime leveled up to keep it 100 with you.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we got to get on Warframe sometime this week. You down for tomorrow or Thursday when I get off work? Because I don't work on Friday.
You don't work on Friday?
Yeah.
What time are you gonna be on tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'm gonna try to get on directly after work because I'm gonna hoop like at 6. So I have like an hour or so. Thursday. All right.
Just do Thursday.
Bet. But oh yeah, so make sure y'all check out Eric's channel. The links to my folks' channel is in the description box below. And yes, Big is doing has a beats channel as well. He actually does break it down piece by piece of what he's doing via either live stream. I suggest, it's just me saying this publicly, that he makes videos about what he's doing because that is actually interesting for me to watch as somebody who's interested in that type of shit. And as well, if you have not already, watch my recent 2K video because on the second game is one of his beats actually playing as the backdrop.
Oh yeah, you owe me royalties. I'm joking.
Oh, we charging now? We charging nigga? Okay.
This nigga went Hollywood all of a sudden, but
I saw that it wasn't in the description. I'm like, I'm gonna make a joke on the podcast.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I forgot to include that shit because I have your regular channel in there. I was like, wait, this nigga has a whole other channel, so I appreciate you reminding me that. So I'm gonna put that in as my.
It's all good, man. I got a link to the second channel on my main channel.
Well, it's the principle because I have Chase's fucking SoundCloud. I have my homeboy SoundCloud. So I got to put your shit in that tier of music I use in said video. So yes, make sure y'all check that out. Announcements from me. I'm going to be putting up more rants and story times as well as a weekly. I'm kind of trying to work on this, a weekly analysis on like what's going on in my brain during the week. It's kind of like a weekly journal entry on my channel. I'm gonna start
like a weekly vlog series.
Yeah, like I'm gonna try to start.
You trying to do an audio diary?
Yeah, basically. So that's basically what's gonna start going on my channel, and I'm thinking about doing sketches, but I really got to figure out, and also cooking with Woo. That's coming along the lines. I just got to get the patience to record and cook at the same time, because a lot of times
I can't wait to see that.
Because a lot of times I just be cooking and not paying attention.
I'm actually I actually have some sketches written down my damn self, like maybe 6 of them. But I'm trying to wait till I move, you know what I'm saying, so I can, you know, have my place will be bigger, you know, a little bit more nicer and shit. But yeah, but I already have my skits already written down. But I'm like probably 2019. That's when I'm gonna drop them.
Word. Biggie, had anything else?
My mom is putting me onto this. I told Woo about it earlier.
Oh yeah.
But there is a coding course that is free that you can do, and you will be certified in coding.
Do you have the link or title?
It is called Coding Dojo. I do not have a link. I have to look it up myself real quick. But it's called Coding Dojo. So and it's free. It's a free course that once you finish it, you are then certified.
All right. So Coding Dojo for all you guys who are interested in coding, and put that on your resume, because we're going into age of technology and it's ever growing. It's good to put on a resume, and it's good to have. It's a good trade to know. That was the Run Those Games podcast, episode 34. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Next week, we will actually have more shit to talk about because more games are dropping, and we broke out you. Hope y'all enjoyed. Peace.